is still the same. It's just without the cursing.
And to follow up on that, I just wanted to ask, like, how Coach Davis has grown into that accountability aspect. Has he always been, like, even at the beginning of last year, that quick to, stop practice and call you guys out?
Yeah, he's always been like that. I think he did more of it as the season went along because he got to know us more and he kind of filled us out. But he's not afraid to call anybody out.
Caleb, what has the process been like of kind of bonding with RJ? I feel like it's rare at Carolina for a backcourt to be coming into a third year starting. I think Ty Lawson and Ellington were the last one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. Me and RJ, we have a great connection on the court, and just us being together the last 2 years has been, great just to see him grow into the player he is now. I can't be more proud of him because I know exactly where we were as freshmen.
Where were you as freshmen?
We weren't that good, but just to see how much we've grown in the 2 years that we've been here, and it's great to see.
What would you say has been instrumental in that process? Was there one thing in particular that kind of helped you turn the corner?
I mean, me and RJ worked out in the morning, every morning last year. Before school, we'll work out together, sometimes together, or sometimes I'll work out, then he'll work out right after me. Just the hard work that we put in, and we know how much work we put in, it's not a surprise to see him where he is now.
Speaking of team bonding, the State Fair drops off tomorrow night in Raleigh. Are you all having any type of events going to the State Fair? What's your go-to snack while you're at the fair?
I actually don't know about the fair.
At all?
Yeah, I ain't know about the fair, but I'm sure I'll be there though. Yeah.
How about the allocation?
Mondo talked about it though.
Yes.
How about the allocation of ball handling and playing off the ball? How do you think that'll break down for you this coming season? Toward the end, RJ took more of the ball handling.
I mean, it wasn't really it wasn't really. I mean, we both played this. Our offense is based off, either one of us can bring the ball up. So it wasn't really me off the ball or RJ on the ball or me on the ball, RJ off the ball. It's just whoever had the ball in their hands, that's who it was. So, but I feel like it's the same dynamic this year. We just, more confident.
What's the number one thing that can stop you guys from getting back to the Natty this year?
Us taking teams lightly, or us thinking that we're bigger than what we that us thinking that we're bigger than any other team, and I don't see that happening. I don't see us having that mindset at all because Coach Davis won't let it, and none of us have that mindset at all.
How much of a role did the slump that you guys went through during the middle of the season where, people were calling y'all out and saying what's going on, y'all are too talented to be playing like this, all that negative noise y'all had to deal with last year, how much are you going to take from that experience to understand, you can't take any of these things lightly, even though you're going to be favored to be the Final Four?
I think our experience will help that because, last year's team had, when the players that we have back now have been through every situation. Besides winning the national championship and winning the ACC tournament, ACC regular season, but we've been through every situation. We know exactly what to expect and we know exactly what to do in those situations.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, Coach was talking about taking the same approach into this season, but y'all having had a taste of the Final Four and that whole experience and coming that close to a championship, how has that shaped how you guys are prepared coming into this season?
Just knowing what it takes to get there. We know exactly what it takes to get there, and coming into this season, we know exactly how locked in we have to be and a level of seriousness that comes with that. And every time we step on the court, whether it's conditioning, weight room, practice, workout, whatever the case may be, we know exactly what to do.
How have you gotten better as a player personally?
I worked on my finishing at the rim this whole summer. That's probably the biggest aspect of my game that I worked on, and I feel like that's like what I needed to do to polish my game fully, and then just being more consistent and efficient. I haven't practiced yet because of my hamstring, but I told Coach Davis when I get back that he has to track my makes and misses throughout the season before the game start.
How long have you been out?
3 weeks.
Okay. And then how would you say like Armando's improved?
He's been great. He has an outside shot now, and not that he didn't have it, but he just wouldn't shoot it. So I mean, I've just been confident, putting confidence into him to shoot the shot, make or miss. You got to shoot it, and you don't know if you can make it or not if you don't shoot it. So you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But he's been great. He's been more of a dominance. Not that he wasn't already, but he's been great.
How much better friends are you guys after going through all that on the road, everything you went through, adversity, fun times, I'm sure, at the hotels?
Yeah, it's been great. I love these dudes with all my heart, and it's great being around them each and every day. I'm grateful to have them as teammates, and I call them brothers.
Armando said that he wants to fight you sometimes.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
He always playing. He don't really want no smoke though. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing you've gotten to do, like just opportunity-wise, since obviously, becoming in some ways like celebrities?
As far as what though, like?
Just like it could be anything. Someone you met, somewhere you got to go that you wouldn't have gotten to go to like last year.
I mean, I got to. I don't know.
I think I saw you worked out with Damian Lillard. Where
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing this summer. I got to work out with. I got to go to his camp, and that was kind of a humbling experience and a great experience for me because that's my favorite player. So just being able to see how hard he goes and to pick his brain on certain things was great, and I appreciate him for that.
What did he think? He's known for deep threes. What did he think of some of the ones you hit?
Well, he told me that I have range out of the world. So I mean, I already. But he was just telling me like I can use that to my advantage though of getting downhill because they got to guard me higher off the arc.
What are some of the other things you picked his brain about?
Just how like what the year before he got drafted, I asked him. I'm like, what was your mentality going into certain years and into that year? And he was just telling me everything was on point. Everything, he was focused. He was locked in. He said he led the country in points that year, and he wasn't even trying to. He said he'll look up, 30, 40, and he wasn't even trying. And I'm like, that's crazy. But he said that everything was on point. His workout schedule, everything. So.
Was part of that losing yourself in the game? Is that something?
Yeah, for sure.
You lose yourself in the game and do everything you're supposed to?
Yeah.
Suddenly
just
the points are there.
Yeah, that's what I took from it. Just losing yourself in the game and just being locked in on a certain level of you just not worried about anything else. You just locked in and focus on your craft.
Of the reserves, the guys who are not starters, who do you think standing out that we get back this year that you've seen improve?
Really, all of them. I'm impressed.